Genesis 8:21 and 22. And the Lord smelled the sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again destroy any more every living thing I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will not cease. One day the final judgment will come. But we seek our safety no longer in an ark, but in the Lord and Jesus, and we will be saved from this final judgment. Okay. 1 Samuel 4, 5 through 9. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all the Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What does the noise of this great shout mean in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood the ark of the Lord had come into the camp. The ark symbolized the Lord. They were excited about the presence of the Lord. Yet they did not change their ways, because the priesthood was still corrupt. Those that carried the ark were very corrupt and would cause problems later in this section. Passage in verse 10. But people were excited about the Lord. We as Christians should have an excitement, receive an excitement about the Lord. We should have a passion, excitement from the Lord's presence, that those that don't serve Him notice something's different. People of the world should notice something different about us because of our passion and love for the Lord. It should come out where they notice it. It comes out through our love and service to Him. Praise. That's another form of this. We should give God praise. Paul prays from prison, and the prisoners, they notice something different because of it, and we're saved. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe to us, for there has not been such a thing before. So they saw the ark as their God. They didn't understand it symbolized the presence of God. It wasn't truly God. That's why they took the ark and thought they put it in their temple because they thought it was their God. They truly did not understand the symbolism of it. They knew something big was going to happen, and they could have been in trouble. If this priesthood wasn't fallen, they would have been. Woe to us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods who struck the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. So they're thinking Israel as gods. They're thinking Israel serves more than one God. They don't understand. They just know the God who backs Israel is strong. And we don't want to mess with him because they destroyed Egypt. This happened over 40 years. More than that. They were in the wilderness. So this destruction of Egypt was so mighty that it's still talked about in this time. Be strong and quit yourself like men, O you Philistines, so that you do not become the servants to the Hebrews as they have been to you. Quit yourself like men and fight. So they're going to fight because they know that the Lord's obviously on their side, and they don't want to fall captive to Him. They don't want to become siege to Israel, become slaves like they made them. And they don't want to become servants to Israel